morning, everybody. My name's Darlene, and I have Parkinson's. I just realized I didn't have my glasses on. I can't see a darn thing. Okay, here I am. So today is Sunday. Come by and have a coffee with me. I actually don't have a coffee right now. It's quite warm out. It's 8 degrees above, and it's a really lovely day. So I've got a soft drink. Well, not a soft drink, like a cold drink. I have iced tea drops. I like the this country time iced tea drops. And I've put ice and water into my container, and I just put a couple of drops in. It doesn't change it into iced tea unless you put a lot. And I just put a couple of drops just to give it a little bit of a different flavor, and I like it. Makes it a lot easier to drink the amount of water that you're supposed to drink. I've been on the move the last couple of days, and it's tuckering me out. That's for sure. So what did I do today? I was organizing my recipe books. I had a few recipes that, they weren't a great success, and I don't want to keep them in there and make them again because, if they weren't a great success the first time, there's no point in it. And then I went through to look I had some new cookbooks that I wanted to look through. Boy, they have recipes, but some of their recipes are so complicated that you have to do so many steps and whatnot. I'm looking for easy things, things that are going to be just quick. And Bill, he was doing some gaming on the computer, and he is down for coffee now. We have our social club goes down for coffee. He's gone down to have coffee with them now, so he looks forward to that. He really does look forward to that, and that's good. Now, I did tell you all yesterday in my little Snapchat that I've been accepted into this new study program for the Duodopa. I'm really, really hoping that that is going to be helpful to me. I don't know. I feel like my life is really kind of up in the air, and I have to learn to go with the flow. I can't have everything planned out because we're waiting for me to get in to have this stoma put in and get the education for what we need, of which Claudine has to come with me to learn. And then we're waiting for Claudine to have her surgery and then recover. We're waiting to see where we're going to live. And they'll all work in the right time. Like, it'll all work out. But if I try to control things, I'll just mess everything up. So I can't control things. I just have to be prepared for whatever comes down the pike. I'm ready to do it. And that's kind of where I'm at, trying to learn to go with the flow. Cal's back at school right now. He's doing his HVAC course, and so he has to go back to school for 2 months every year just to pass into the next level, and then he goes on. He's already got his electrical ticket, and so this will be his second ticket that he'll have that will help him get through. And so he's on. He challenged the first year, and he wrote the test and did fine. And this year he's doing the 2 months of class, and then I think there's one more year after this. But he works in the meantime all the time at the same job. So that's good. And they're off to a weekend of weddings, because they've got 2 different friends that are getting married. So they're going to be going to one today and one tomorrow. So I guess they're at the age where everybody's getting married and having babies, and life is exciting and good. And when you get to my age, you're just winding down. So anyway, I do enjoy having a coffee with everybody. I just wish I had more intelligent things to say. But I messaged with my granddaughter this morning, and she's such a sweetheart, and she said, I don't call you often enough, Grandma. She says, I love you, and I don't call you often enough. And I said to her, you're young, you're busy, I understand that. And, but I love it when you do come. I said, if you just want to come over and sit and have tea, I said, I have a lot of hours that I just sit here and do nothing. So she did promise me that she would come and help me when I was at the season to make beet and horseradish relish. So she said she would come and help me with that, but that's not probably until August or something. So we'll see where we're even living at that point. Anyway, I had a game of Yahtzee this morning. I did win in that one, so that was good. They're hard for me to win, but I did do it. So, I also going to tell you something else about my granddaughter. It was really funny. When Claudine was little, my daughter, when she was little, she could not tell the difference between sweet and sour. She would say, she'd have a candy, and she'd go, "Oh, this is too sweet." And I said, "You mean sour? That's a sour candy." And she goes, "Oh no, it's too sweet. My cheeks are puckering." And it's like, okay, well, then I'd give her something that was like a sour, or no, that was sweet, and she'd go, "Oh, this is too sour. This is too sour." It's like she got the sweet and sour mixed up every time. Well, anyway, her daughter came along, my granddaughter, and one day she says she put something in her mouth, and she, in all seriousness, just looked at us and went, "I think my taste buds have something wrong with them, because this doesn't taste right." But I said, "Your taste what?" And she goes, "My taste bugs." I said, "You mean your taste buds?" And she goes, "No, they're taste bugs." I was like, okay, so she's got taste bugs in her throat. Anyway, I really enjoyed when she would come up with something like that. She was the one that I told the story about. She was wanting to be bothering her mother, and her mother wanted to have a nice relaxing tub. And so her mother went in and put bubble bath in and whatnot. It was coconut flavored, and the whole bathroom was smelling beautiful. And so Claudine came to me and she said, "Can you keep an eye on Ivy just so that I can go and sit in the tub?" I said, "Sure, no problem." And she says, "I won't lock the door, but she says the door will be closed, so she won't be able to know to come in." I said, "Okay, fine." So Ivy gets right outside the door, and she puts her head right down next to the floor, and she's trying to peek under the floor. And then she takes a great big sniff. She can smell the beautiful smells coming from the bathtub. And it was a coconut bath oil that she had. And she takes a great big sniff and she goes, "Oh, so that's what peace and quiet smells like." So now whenever we smell coconut, we say, "Oh, that's what peace and quiet smells like." Because Claudia must have told her I want peace and quiet. So that was funny. And one of the other things she did, she called me one day when I was in Nova Scotia, and she was getting a fight with her mother about something, and she calls me and she says, "Grandma, I'm having an attitude." I said, "Well, knock it off." It's like her mother must have said, "You've got quite an attitude." "Oh, my grandma wouldn't let you talk to me like that." Claudine says, "Well, why don't you phone Grandma and see?" So, but she says, "Well, Grandma, I'm having an attitude." Anyway, I don't know. She's on my mind today. Anyway, I love you, Ivy. Okay, I'm going to let you all go now, and we will see you all tomorrow. Thanks for dropping by.